British taxpayers shelled out £700 million for a border policy that was never used. Now, another world leader might be about to use it, not for Britain, but for his own agenda. And the man who scrapped it, he's about to face the ultimate humiliation from across the Atlantic. Let's break it down. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. You couldn't make this up. While British taxpayers struggle under the weight of inflation, record housing costs, and crumbling public services, it turns out that Donald Trump may be about to make full use of facilities paid for by you, right in Rwanda. Why? To house migrants deported from the United States. Yes, America could soon be using Britain's abandoned Rwanda Hotels, part of the now scrapped deportation deal, to solve its own immigration problem, while Keir Starmer left our borders wide open. According to The Telegraph, the Rwandan government has confirmed it's in discussions with Washington about potentially accommodating migrants sent from the US. And the locations under consideration, the very same facilities built and funded by £700 million of British taxpayer money. Asked directly whether the British-funded hotels would be used in the American scheme, a top Rwandan official simply replied, "Those are details that will be discussed at an appropriate time." Translation, yes, but they don't want to say it yet. Let's be clear on the scale of this. The UK's Rwanda plan, designed under the Conservative government, cost a jaw-dropping £700 million. That figure includes £290 million in direct payments to the Rwandan government, chartered deportation flights that never took off, detention and legal processing of hundreds of migrants who were never sent anywhere, salaries for over 1,000 civil servants involved in a scheme that ended up deporting just 4 people, and even they went voluntarily. And what did Sir Keir Starmer do upon entering Downing Street last July? He scrapped the entire plan. The Labour government replaced the Rwanda deterrent with a border security command, an unproven initiative supposedly modelled on counter-terrorism powers to disrupt smuggling gangs. But let's look at the results. 2025 has already seen the highest number of illegal channel crossings ever recorded. No flights, no deportations, no deterrent. Just thousands more arriving every month, and the only thing that's been secured is Rwanda's hotel industry, courtesy of UK taxpayers. Now enter Donald Trump, who's already made it clear he will take a far more aggressive stance on immigration in his second term. According to a leaked diplomatic cable, Rwanda has already accepted US deportees, including an Iraqi national sent there under existing US arrangements. That door is open. Trump intends to kick it wide. And when he does, it could be Britain's empty hotels, built for a plan Starmer dismantled, that house the very migrants the US no longer wants. This is more than just an international irony. It's a national humiliation. Chris Philp, the Shadow Home Secretary, summed it up. If it turns out the USA is using the hotels we paid for, that will simply underline Starmer's stupidity. But perhaps Suella Braverman, former Home Secretary, said it best. Labour's decision to scrap the Rwanda deterrent was scandalous. While the number of illegal arrivals into the US plummets, it soars in the UK. And she's right. The UK had the infrastructure in place. The money was already spent. All that was needed was the political will to make the policy work. Instead, Starmer folded to activist lawyers, NGOs, and left-wing media pressure. He handed the keys to Britain's border policy over to the same people who demand open borders and zero consequences. Now we're witnessing the fallout, record crossings, zero removals, and the very infrastructure that was meant to protect Britain now potentially being used to protect America. So while Trump acts, Starmer dithers. While the US deters, Britain invites. And once again, the British public foots the bill for someone else's solution. This isn't just a policy failure, it's a betrayal of our borders, our sovereignty, and our taxpayers. And if Trump does move ahead and send migrants to the very facilities Britain paid for, the question must be asked loud and clear. Why is the US benefiting from a policy we abandoned? And when will Britain stop being the mug of global politics? In other news, Nigel Farage has called for sweeping reforms to Britain's political system, declaring the House of Lords an abomination and advocating for proportional representation in elections. The Reform UK leader has doubled down on his plan to transform British politics, with 2 major changes to how democracy functions in the UK. What this election taught us is how out of touch Parliament is with the country, Farage said, pointing to what he described as the odd result of the last election. He insisted that the current voting system needs reform to include an element of proportionality to better reflect the will of voters. Farage questioned whether an upper chamber is needed in its current form, calling the House of Lords construction an abomination. The Reform leader outlined his vision for a new voting system, suggesting a sort of AV plus system where you have two ballot papers. He also expressed strong support for more direct democracy through referendums on major national issues. One of the biggest political changes of our time was Brexit. Why is that? It's because we asked the people, Farage said. He argued that the public deserves to have a say on significant matters affecting their lives. I think there are major issues around our life where the public deserve to have a say in referendums, he added. Farage's reform agenda comes amid significant electoral gains for his party, which won control of 10 local authorities in recent elections. Reform UK also secured victory in the Runcorn by-election, bolstering Farage's claim that he is on course to become Prime Minister. Conservative leader Kemi Badenoch acknowledged this possibility when asked if it was feasible that Farage could enter Downing Street. As I said, anything is feasible. Anthony Albanese, people were writing him off. He has just won a landslide. Badenoch told the BBC. She added that her job was to ensure Farage does not become Prime Minister because he does not have the answers. Recent polling has shown Reform UK challenging the traditional two-party system that has dominated British politics for a century. Farage has sought to distinguish himself from other politicians, claiming he is motivated by principle rather than personal ambition. Just because everyone else in politics is in it for self-advantage and not principle, don't assume I'm one of those, he stated. The Reform UK leader emphasised that his political career is driven by a desire for meaningful change. I am not one of these people who went to Oxford University dreaming to be Prime Minister. I'm in it to change things, Farage said. His party has also announced plans to use every instrument of power to resist housing asylum seekers in reform-controlled areas. Reform UK chair Zia Youssef revealed the party is preparing potential legal challenges against the government on this issue. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.